friends, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. I'm Kelly and it is Dumping Debt Friday where I answer your questions and celebrate money wins. So if you have any questions for me, please leave them down below in the comments, as well as any money wins. I would love to celebrate them with you. Also, before we get into the questions, I have a sale going on right now on my Etsy shop for my budget templates. Typically they're $5, but they're 20% off now, so $4. So if you want one of those templates, go to my Etsy shop. It'll be linked down below. And I have my annual budget template, regular monthly template, as well as a wedding budget template. So go check it out if you're interested or know anyone that is wanting to start budgeting and kind of don't know where to start, or you've been trying with an app and it's just not working and you want Excel. I personally love Excel. I feel like it's more customizable than the budgeting apps. Personally, that's my preference. So if you're interested, check them out. Only $4 right now. So we got some really great questions and some money wins. So first question comes from an email that was sent to me. It says, a relative may be willing to loan us some money to pay off some credit card debt. It wouldn't pay all of it, just about half. I would still need to pay her back a little each month. If you were given a lump sum of money to pay off debt, would you still work the debt snowball method and use it to pay off the smallest balance first? Or should I tackle some of the larger balances with high minimum payments? Or should I focus on the ones with the highest interest rate? Great question. So first, you're not going to like my answer, but I wouldn't accept the money. And I personally, I don't borrow money from relatives or friends, and I don't loan money from relatives or friends. I have been personally in so many different money situations where I have loaned money to people or different things, and then it just puts a damper on their relationships. It puts a tension on the relationship. And I've also had friends where they've loaned them money as well. And then they've seen that person go out to eat. They've seen that person buy a new MacBook or different things like that. And it really puts a strain on it. Like, yeah, they're paying the minimum payment that we agreed on and set up, but they're going and spending $2,000 on a laptop. Why can't they pay me back, type of thing? And it just builds bitterness. And I really have seen it really ruin relationships, friendships, cause tension with family members. And I just don't do it. If, someone comes to me and they really need the money and, Jamie and I pray about it and it's something that we want to help them with, then we will give them money, but don't expect it in return. It has to be a gift. We really don't loan money out, and it may cause bitterness towards someone, but that's just our policy and what we do. So honestly, I wouldn't accept the money. So taking that out of the equation, I personally, this is up to you. Do you want to do the debt snowball? Do you want to do the debt avalanche? Which one do you think would be best for you? I just did a video about a week or so ago that I'll link for you down below, talking about the two different debt payoff methods and the pros and cons in both methods. So I'll have that linked for you. I personally don't think that there's a right answer in which method is best. They both have a lot of pros and they both have cons. So check them out. Next question is from Allie MJ, and she says, hey Kelly, now that you are actively saving for a down payment as your number one financial goal, do you consider yourself to be on baby step 3B or baby step 7? So Jamie and I are currently saving for a down payment very aggressively. That is our main financial focus. And so yes, we do consider ourselves on baby step 3B and 4. So we're also investing. I think it's actually, we've upped it to over 15% of our income right now, just because we haven't talked about investing much on this channel, which I want to do more, but it scares me a little bit to talk about investing, but it's something I need to get more comfortable with you guys. And with me not working, in the next whatever years at my normal job, I really want to make sure that we're taking full advantage of my 401k match and putting money into my 401k. When I do stay home and just work my business full time, we'll still be contributing into my Roth and different things like that, but we'll cut down a 401k for me. So I'm trying to max it out as much as possible. I actually just up to my 401k right now. It was 9% and now I upped it to 10%. And then I think Jamie's is at 7%. Of his income, his take home, and our company matches up to 6%. So we're above that threshold. So we're getting the full max. But my job, it also is can't think of the term right now, but depending on how many years you're with the company, it determines how vested you are with your 401k. And you're only fully vested when you're at 5 years. And I'm currently at 3 years with my company. So I at least want to get to that 5-year mark before I do stay home. But right now we're just trying to like max out our retirement, do everything like that. I think we're contributing, I'd have to do the math, but between our take home, like our 401ks and our Roth IRAs that we're both maxing out, it's now $6,000 each. It just went up, so that's $12,000 that we're contributing. I think we're doing like 25% of our income, which is awesome. So babysit 3B. That was a really long answer for your question. Next question is from Pashes Nichelle, and they said, I started following you over a year ago because of Weight Watchers. I'm now trying to start my debt snowball. I ordered the startup package from Dave Ramsey, but I felt a little lost. Should I do FPU first online? I don't have a lot of extra cash because my money is going towards catching up on bills. What do you think? So, it says that you ordered the startup package. So I would start with, whatever they gave you. Did you get DVDs? Did you get the Total Money Makeover? Whatever it is, start with that. If you got the Total Money Makeover, start with that book. That book is incredible at breaking everything down. That's a really great resource. If you have the DVDs from the FPU kit, start with that. Work through the workbook. Piper's joining. And I really think that that's going to help you. And he's going to rub his face on the mic. I think that would help a lot. Let me know like more specifically of what you received and then what part is overwhelming, and I can help work you through that and help it not be overwhelming for you, because it's a really great program. Piper's got his butt in your face. Sorry guys. Don't knock that over, boy. He's like the T-Rex that likes to knock things over. All right, next one is from Sensible Living with Money Mom. She says, hi, Kelly. I have a good question, please. I will say it first that we are debt-free, house and consumer debt. I'm working hard to save $25,000 for larger expenses, such as a car, huge home repair, loss of income, air conditioning, heating, as if a huge expense comes up. I have money to pay cash. I'm doing my best to remain debt-free. How does one handle if a large expense happens and you do not have the cash to pay for it? I'm working hard to prepare for this. Thank you. What would you do? You just let mom and dad pay for everything? Yeah, I understand. So what I would do is, assess the emergency. Is it truly an emergency? Is it not such an emergency? Is it one that you can put off for a few months and, just try and go into, just saving mode and not have to do it? Is it something that you can say, okay, we have this repair that we would like to do now, but we could wait 3 months and save the cash. I would do that if you can. Also, I would look and be like, okay, what can we sell? Okay, what side hustle can we pick up? Let's go on Fiverr. Let's go on different websites to try and find side hustle. Can my job do overtime? I'd go to my boss and say, hey, I have this situation. This came up. Is there something that we can work out? Can I work some overtime? Do you have some projects? Does any other department have projects that I could work on? What can we do? I need some extra money. Can we work something out? I would reach out to friends and family. Is there any babysitting? Is there any cooking that I can do? Is there anything like that? See what you can do to get extra money. I really, really, really would not want to go back in debt to cover something, to have to pay for anything. I would do everything in my power to not go into debt and, work towards your emergency fund. We have $25,000 in our savings account. So to be honest, unless it's something like extremely, I can't even think of anything really extremely medical because our deductible isn't that high. There's not too much that could happen that we wouldn't be able to cover and pay cash. So do everything in your power when things are good. You're debt free, you have no debt. Do everything in your power to save cash. And I have a Piper here. Do everything in your power to save cash so that you don't have to go into debt again. Never again. Next question is from Bonnie, and she says, unfortunately, we are on baby step 1 again. Baby step 2 for me is only a $300 credit card. I suffer from major depression and anxiety. I want to join a gym. I work out at home, and weather permitting, I live close to Chicago. I get outside. The exercise makes such a difference in my mood. The closest gym to me is $40 a month, so should I spend the money or just try to make it work at home? Only one of the reasons I want to go to the gym is that I live in a very rural area and also work from home. Getting out of the house is good for the depression. What do you think? Okay, I personally think 100% that you should go back to the gym. Maybe you said you're on baby step 1, so once you get back, back to baby step 2, you only have the $300 credit card. Once you get back in order, I don't know what happened that you had to use your emergency fund, but once you do get back on your feet and everything, I think it would be so great for you to join the gym. Mental health is so important, guys, and it's so overlooked, and people don't realize how much, you can get depressed and everything. I have coworkers that work at home, and it's tough for them. It really is. And I really think that it's something that, if the gym is going to help you in that, do it. For $40 a month, the peace of mind, the health benefits, for weight loss, for cardiovascular health, for your heart, for, your self-health. So I go on 2 walks a day. And a lot of people think that it's just to, get exercise. Yes, it's to get exercise and to get steps in, but it's also to clear my mind. And I need that. I need that break away from the office, away from the fluorescent lights, of getting that fresh air, that sunshine, that vitamin D. I need that for me to stay sane. And if I don't have my 2 walks a day, then I go stir crazy. And I'm like, I need to get out of the office now. And so I really think that, for $40, that's so affordable for your peace of mind, for your health, for your mental health. I really think that it's worth it. I really do. All right, we got some money wins now. First one is from Leslie Ann, and she says, great video, Kelly. I would like to ask a question. Oh, maybe this isn't a money win. Whoops, wrong section. Okay, one more question. I have used about $480 in my $1,000 emergency fund. I'm currently putting $50 a month to build it back up. I know your thing is not dollars. I think it may be pounds, but I'm not sure that symbol. So I'm just going to say dollars. So just translate it to whatever currency you use. I'm currently putting $50 a month to build it back up. Should I be stopping my sinking funds to get the emergency fund back up to $1,000 or continue putting $50 a month away until back to $1,000? My sinking funds are for vacations, medical, house maintenance, and annual expenses. I am debt free. Also, how do you remember what you need to log for your personal expenses, eating out, budget? Do you write it down and then put it in your budget when you get home? I sometimes lose track of what I have spent and how much. Thanks. Okay, so you're replenishing your emergency fund. Okay, depending on what it is, I would build up your emergency fund first. And honestly, you're debt free, so I would be doing more than just $1,000. The $1,000 is for people that are in debt, but if you're debt free, then I would work to 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, and I would try and work that up quite a bit, except for sinking funds that could cause you to go into debt, or annual costs. Those sinking funds, they need to be paid every month. So other than that, then I would put more emphasis on your emergency fund and building that back up. And then, or maybe instead of putting $50 a month to vacations, only putting $25 until your emergency fund is built up. And then you can go back to fully funding your sinking funds. So I hope that helps. All right, now for the money wins. First one is City Girl Living on a Budget, and she says $10,990.93 paid off in 2018. As of 1/4/19, I will be credit card debt free. That is awesome. Juliet, you have worked so hard. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. That's awesome. Lynn Morris says, my biggest win so far is absolutely no credit cards used this month and no temptation to use them either. That is so awesome. Lynn, you are doing so incredible. I love your comments and everything. You just have such a special place in my heart. Thank you so much, girl. And congratulations. No credit cards for you. That is awesome. So guys, that is, look at Piper's face. That is the Money Wins and the Knowing Debt Friday questions. Please leave any questions that you have down below. I would love to answer them in an upcoming video. And also, don't forget the Etsy shop. It's on sale right now. Go check it out. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. You want to say bye? Hey, Piper. You want to say bye? You want to say bye? Come here. Say bye. Want to say bye? Ooh. Nope. No bye.